Welcome back, beautiful souls. It's Grandmother Ray again. I hope you're enjoying this magnificent, empowering energy that we're experiencing from this full moon lunar eclipse. As I kind of expected, had a lot of information flow in the early morning hours around that apex of that energy. And one thing I was specifically guided to share with you. So I'm going to do that. But first, I want to give a shout out and say a huge thank you to those who joined me yesterday for the first of many Phoenix Rising ceremonies. I am so honored that you came and shared time with me for that ceremony. What a gift. And I look forward to holding these ceremonies again and again and again as inspired by the ancestors so that we can heal and expand into our beautiful lights that we are. So the message that I was invited to share with you is that it's time to stop playing small. And we have, for thousands of years, been in a paradigm where we light workers, crones, witches, hags, etc., we wise women who work in harmony with all that is. We wise women, we grandmothers who walk all the realms for the benefit of our tribes. We've spent thousands of years being programmed and convinced that we had to, in order to survive, we had to appear weak so that we wouldn't appear to be a threat. We had to appear small so that we wouldn't be hunted down. We had to appear as though we were not who we are in order to survive, literally. And what I was shown early this morning is we have moved out of that paradigm. We are in the new paradigm. We're just in that transition phase because it takes a hot minute when you go from one paradigm to a new paradigm. And we are part of the creation of that new paradigm. And it was really beautiful because as I was getting the guidance to offer this video and I was kind of watching it unfold in my mind's eye this morning, on the Ethernet, several of you reached out to me. The Ethernet is what I call it. On the Ethernet, several of you reached out to me, expressed your fears for my safety. Because if I go public with this information, then I have opened myself and I am vulnerable. And what I love you for that. Thank you for being concerned for my safety. And there's a time when I would have been terrified to do this. And that time's over. Because what I realize is now is they've always known. I was aware when I was a very young child that they were aware of me. And they're aware of all of us. And it's that programming that's been going on for thousands of years that's convinced us that we accepted as our truth that it was required for our safety to stay small, to stay hidden, to stay silent, to not speak, to not gather in community because we might be found out. Those times are done. They know it. They're still trying to convince a lot of us that it's not done, but they've known it for a while now. And now there's a lot of us that do too. So first and foremost, that time is over. And the experience that you are going to have as you step into your fullness of being is the experience that you choose. So if you're holding on to those fears, then things are going to pop up that are going to reinforce that, because the energy that you put out is attracting the energy that comes in. That's a law of nature. So first and foremost, know that we are safe to stand in our fullness, to use our voice, to share our wisdom. That's what is needed right now. The whole world, this new paradigm that we're creating, needs our voices. It needs our wisdom. It needs our vibrational frequencies that we brought here to construct this new paradigm together. So what I have been invited to share with you is, if you are ready at this time, we're going to do a little process to help you bring some of that energy up that's holding you back from being in your fullness. And if you're not ready for this process, that's okay. A year ago, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been ready. A year ago, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have made this video. So it's okay that you're where you're at. But you might want to turn off the video unless you're just curious, because we are going to do the process. And when you're ready, you can come back to it. Okay? So in this process, what I was shown is to invite you to focus in on your breath. And again, if you're at a place where you can't take the time right now, come back to the video later. But let it run if you choose. So come to your breath. Allow it to flow organically. Notice that as you allow your breath to flow organically, your body releases so that it can create more space within. And now out in front of you, kind of between your heart and your belly button, hold your hands out, and I want you to visualize a beautiful container of pure light energy. And it can look however it looks to you, or feel however it looks to you. And oh, by the way, before I even started shooting the video, all of the ancestors, grandmothers, those who have come before us, the ascended ones, set up a protection around each one of us, regardless of where we are. So you are safe wherever you are. Now focus on that container and make it beautiful. Allow it to be the most beautiful light container that you've ever seen. Good. Now let's flow in through the body with the breath. And we invite you to choose the intention that all of the energy that exists in your being through all time, which is holding you back from being in your fullness of being, that is limiting you and making you small, creating fear, doubt, and all the energies that vibrate in resonance with that. All the limiting factors, all the distortions, all the convolutions. Allow yourself to acknowledge that they exist, because until you acknowledge that they exist, there is no choice to experience anything else. Good. And as you allow their existence and you acknowledge them, invite them to flow from your being into this beautiful container that you have created. Setting them free from your body, from your mind, setting them free from your spirit and your energy, setting them free from your life force, allowing them to flow with ease and joy into this container that you've created for them. And as you feel complete in this, shift your hands ever so slightly, allowing the container to lift up, carried on a stream of pure light, which transmutes all of these energies into their highest good, carrying them away. Beautiful. Once again, return to your breath and notice if you feel space in your body, in your mind, in your being that didn't previously feel open to the light. And allow each inhalation to carry in more light and fill up more space. Invite your true identity to flow in to those spaces with gentleness and with joy, with ease and with grace. Beautiful. And now release your focus and allow yourself to come back in fully. You may need to rub your fingers together and wiggle your toes, move your body a little bit, or in my case, take care of this, whatever this is going on here, this little fun little experience. I don't know about you. I've already done this a couple times this morning, and I don't know about you, but I still keep finding more space to create within myself. It's just lovely. It is time for us to step into our light. It is time for us to embody our fullness of being. The whole world is excited and ecstatic about it. So I'm excited and ecstatic about it. I hope that this has brought you some benefit and some joy. Feel free to watch it again as many times as you need to. The one thing that I've learned over the decades, many decades of shamanic healing work that I do, is that the process isn't like one and done. This is thousands of years of programming that we've been in. This is thousands of years of experiences that we've been having, that we have awareness of, whether we're consciously aware or not. Our body remembers. And that's why a lot of the work that I do is timeline or time stream healing, to help us to heal those wounds. So watch it as often as you need to. Now, because we still currently live in a currency-based society, I would be so grateful if you would use one of the links that I'll share in the information about this video to donate what you can and what you feel guided to in order to help me keep offering these videos. And you can follow me on Instagram, Ray Everlasting, and you can follow me on Facebook. And as always, subscribe and hit the notification on the YouTube channel so that as I get inspired by the ancestors, you can see what they're wanting to share with you. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. It is holly today, and I love that because I'm all about all the colors, as you can see. So happy holly to those who celebrate, and to those who don't celebrate, may your life be filled with all the colors and all the joy and all the happiness and all the bliss. From my heart to yours. Namaste.